Hi guys, this is Chantal. Today I'm going to be planting some rhubarb in our apiary. When I first came to the United States, one of the first things that I tasted was rhubarb and strawberry pie, and I fell in love with that. And since then I've been wanting to make it, but it's hard to find rhubarb at the store. And so I decided to grow some rhubarb over here in the apiary garden. So this is going to be kind of like a potager garden where it's going to have edible plants and also flowers. Right now I have two blueberry plants, and let me show you where I placed the rhubarb. So as you enter the apiary, right at the entrance, I placed two rhubarb plants right here, and I thought that they would create kind of a balance in the entryway. I wasn't sure what I was going to put on the entry, but I thought, you know what, this would look good. I think it's going to create a large mound, and I like rhubarb leaves. They look pretty. I like plants with big leaves, so I think these would look great. And then right at the edge over here I'm going to be planting some sort of flowers. I have to refer back to the plants that I chose in my list and see what I want to plant over here and on that side as well. And over there you can see there's also asparagus that's growing. I have to come back and give it some rock phosphate and some potash, and some nitrogen, and it's doing great. I can see the ferns are growing, but I think it needs a little more nutrients over here. I did a whole video on this, and I also did a blog post on asparagus. I did tons of research on growing asparagus, and I read tons of papers, and I summed all that up for you guys in a blog post, and I will be linking it in the description box of this video. So if you want to learn more about growing asparagus from seeds and from roots, I have a blog post about that, and again, I'll link it right there and you can check it. So I've never planted rhubarb before. This is my first time planting it, and from the little research that I've done so far, I found that asparagus likes a slightly acidic soil, between 6.5 to 6.8, and our soil acidity over here, our soil pH is 6.8, so I think it should do okay. And I'm going to give it just some garden tone, and hopefully that will be good for it. If not, I'll just come back and maybe give it some more nutrients, some base elements like nitrogen and some phosphorus, and to help out with root production and help it to survive. They're kind of a little bit struggling in their nursery cans right now just because of the sun. We also had really cold nights the past 3 days, and now it's in the 80s, so yay, fun. So let's go ahead and put these plants in the ground. So if you have been following along over here, you'd know that when I first put this area in, I put down some cardboard and then I put this mulch over it, and it's been keeping the weeds down for me really great, really well. I only have a few weeds pop every now and then, and I just come and pull them. I see a few over here that I'm going to pull in a little bit after I'm done over here, but it's doing great and I'm loving it. It's very little maintenance. So right now what I'm going to do before planting is, I forgot my gloves, so I have to go grab those, but I need to remove the mulch over here and then cut out the cardboard. It is decomposing, but there's still a little bit of cardboard left, and plant this. So let me go grab my gloves. I spaced the rhubarb about 2.5 feet away from the fence and about 18 inches away from the walkway, and if it spills over to the walkway, I think that would be nice. That's not a big deal. I am not sure how big they grow. I forgot to look that up, and I'm hoping they're not going to hit the fence, but the bottom of the fence is not electrified anyways, and I don't think they're gonna grow tall enough to hit the fence. If they do, I'll just cut those leaves off. We'll try it out and see. I have the glove on the wrong hand. My recording this. think that's good enough. I'm going to put some fertilizer. It's a McDonald rhubarb. That's what it says. So as I was reading up on rhubarb, they said to keep the root ball just a little bit elevated so that it doesn't rot. It doesn't cause crown rot or root rot. And you want to keep the soil a bit moist. So I have the rhubarb a tiny bit higher than the soil surface, and it's going to be covered up by mulch, so that's going to be perfect. Just trying to make sure to pack the dirt around the root ball because you don't want any air pockets. One down and one more to go. So they're both planted. As you enter this area, you see them on both sides. Let me see if I can give you a better view. There we go. Camera stand there, fertilizer there, wheelbarrow there. Pretty, isn't it? Anyways, so there they are. And I gave them some fertilizer. I'm going to be watering them. So I'll keep updating you guys as the season progresses. If you want to learn more about how to plant asparagus and blueberries, I have a video on both of these and I'll link it over here. And I also have a whole video on how to have a weed-free garden, and I'll link it right here as well. Right now I have to go water some plants and clean up after myself, and I'm done over here. It's too hot to stay outside, and I have a lot of other chores that I need to do. So talk to you guys soon, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.